shall hand over to you, your secretary. You also address the press or the media in a designated area where you'll be ready to, if you want. I think that is all for now. Thank you. Can we now go and hand over the security vehicle to the candidate? Congratulations upon your nomination.
Members of the press, please get to the places where the place for the interview. Somebody is there to the protocol team, the commission leading the candidate now to his security detail, his security vehicle.
So now, to end up limited.
Guests who are with us this morning, we've just witnessed the declaration of the nomination exercise continues. We're waiting to receive the second aspirant who will be taken through a similar procedure. So we want to thank you for coming in and for giving us this time. Our nominations go on up to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. As we await to receive the commission back for music, as we cross over into the next activity. Thank you very much.
The duly nominated candidate that is of the National Resistance Movement, Yoweri Museveni, has been duly nominated and certified. His security detail that is going to be actually accompanying him during the campaign trail. That is what it is true that actually he has followed all the guidelines as they were stipulated by the Electoral Commission. He has come with only 20 people in one yellow bus that actually accompanied him as he was being, of course, received by the Speaker of Parliament, that is Right Honourable Anita Amonga, together with the Deputy Speaker, Right Honourable Thomas Taiba, and also other dignitaries that are actually in place. So what is going on right now, he is actually ensuring that he gets that car that is going to use for the security forces command that is actually always usually in charge of his security. But of course, as per the Constitution, the Electoral Commission as well has to ensure that they fulfill the mandate of giving every duly nominated candidate a lead car actually, and that of the escorts that will be actually accompanying him during all his campaign trail. So as for now, anytime from now, he will be addressed he has for us, that is as the nation at large. So it is very important to ensure that we get to hear exactly what as to what is there that is going to fulfill and what is that he promised. But of course he will be standing with, but of course, like I said, I'm seeing the once Prime Minister as well, Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda. I'm seeing almost all the SEC members are actually all available. It has also been still accompanied by the First Lady, that is Janet Kataha Museveni. She's also available to ensure that she witnesses cooler time. It is very important as well because we do expect more two candidates that are going to be actually duly that are going to be nominated today. we do expect Elton Mabiri, president of the National Unity Platform, that is Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, but also Honorable Nandala Mafabi, that is the candidate for the AFDC. So, but as for now, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, he has actually been duly nominated and certified by the Electoral Commission, but it can be traced to pre-independence period. That is, if you actually do remember the British colonial times, that is in about 1957 and 1958, when the British actually protectorate gave African countries to start arranging and organizing elections. So we actually following history important. So as for now, we shall be as well be hearing from the elected, duly certified and nominated candidate of the National Resistance Movement, that is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And obvious here we
all the other vice chairpersons will do work of studying the documents and approving our candidacy, our candidature. It's a lot of work, a lot of paperwork. I congratulate for again showing trust in me. The 5/19/31, and also for the flag bearer. Our inner organs, but before, for me, when they selected this site here, what I challenged the NRM media team to do 6, if they can, of this area, this whole area, up to Wewaja. If they could get the satellite pictures of 1986, you Gen Z people, these are Gen Z, Gen Z, Gen Z. The Gen Z is my comrades, my supporters. You should see that picture of 1986 here. This was a coffee shamba here, owned by. Now when you come here, it's amazing. If you all the way you can see a satellite picture of 1986 and now, and the whole of, if you want to show the whole of Kampala, 1986 from the satellite, and now, then convince the people of Uganda of what has been achieved in the afternoon. But really we have got 2 major thrusts. Thrust number 1 is to work with the middle class and the investors from outside to completely transform Uganda. We are now a lower middle income country, to high middle income. The idea is that in this Sanja which we are now concluding, if you check the figures, the GDP of Uganda has, that at the end of the last Sanja we were like 34 billion. We are now 66 billion. About some of these things, because they are really remarkable. To double the size of GDP in one term is not a mean achievement. And this is what we intend to do in this coming term. And things are now much faster because we have everything that we didn't have in the past. We have electricity, we have the telephones, we have the manpower, the educated people, we have the peace. That's why we are being flooded with more investments. Because people in the world are looking for a peaceful area, a peaceful, and the one who was heading the Uganda Indian Association, I've forgotten his name, But he always tells me about Uganda being a land of the profitable and something else, three P's. Peaceful, profitable and some other third one. It has got everything. They are coming because there is peace. But on the other side, we, the NRM people, need to ensure that all our population layers get involved. This is where we have some challenges. And this, number one, everybody to be involved in the money economy with the Kibaro. That's number one. And for our children of the poor in government schools. For all children in the government schools. Number three, the roads. Making sure that the tarmac roads are repaired on time so that we don't have to lose time and then get potholes and then come late and do so more expensively. But also, the Maram roads are maintained. The immunization is doing very well, but the curative side sometimes has problems. The issue of water, safe water for all the villages, that must be concluded. Then crime. There is peace in the country. There is no war. The army cannot allow roads because of some corruption among the people involved. The NRM structures need to come out, getting rid of corruption. These ones, it's not good for the middle class to do well, as you can see, because all areas which were bush are now high-value properties. They are owned by some people, the middle class. But we want the wananchi, all the wananchi, to benefit. So this is the double mission in the coming Kisanja. Continue empowering the middle class, the investors, whether local, the masses are all involved. I thank you. We shall say more as we go along. I thank you and I wish everybody good.
Questions, if you may. Yes, you come here.
5 questions.
Thank you. So you, thank you. Mr. Kaya, straight to the point. You say your name, your media house, and straight to the point with one question.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Tera Kaya is my name. Kutaka naddala abakadde babakoonedde amayumba waliwo ne mukono eyo eyali omulwanyi wo Musa Mwanje family eri displaced ensonga y'ettaka naddala mu Buganda ogenda gitunulira otya?
Ensonga y'ettaka faba NRM twagikolokodda musiye n'omute talina kugobebwa ate obusuulu bulina okubeera kw'ekikomo. Nenyeza ba RDCs bange tebandikiriza ekyo kubeerawo kubanga ebiragiro tibikiriza omuntu yenna. Bamwita Kaya, osome ebiragiro by'ettaka olabe ow'ettaka takkirizibwa kugoba ow'ekibanja. Babikola mu bumenyi bw'amateeka. And because kati kyemukola mulonda ababaka ba NRM kubanga abo abasirikire ebyambiyoni ebyo buwekenenya ogenda kusanga bano bemwaleeta abalala abali ku byabwe ate era kuwa ekibanja. Soma ekiragiro ky'ettaka nga bwekiri tekikiriza, tokkirizibwa kugobawo ekibanja. ate government Minister of Lands yabukiriza Mirwoka olwaliwo mbudde obwo nti tirina makulu nembagamba nti temulaba abaserikale bankutegedde olusalo olwo twalwana ne tulwangula banamboze bali babalimba wano nti abamayiro bokka. So the issue is implementation, not the.
Thank you, Mr. President. I am Shamim Nabakoza. I work with NBS Television. Mr. President, I have just two. And that's where I want to begin from on the question of democracy. As a father of this nation, how are you entirely preparing it for transition away from just the elections? Thank you, Mr. President.
Well, this is what I said when I introduced. I told you that we are, point number 3 in our principles is socio-economic transformation. Nabakoza. Just look around, see here, what do you call this? This one was a samba. The other samba liyemwanyi wano. Naye tunule kiri wano. Ataba electoral commission bakoze bulungi ne bandeeta wano. Ate namwe ne babaleeta. Obumagala genda mugulu mulino kubeera b'amazima. Nsomozeza abantu bange aba press. Batufunire ebifaananyi by'ebitundu bino 86 mawulire gammwe. So our main work is not just in the speech in the national conference. I gave you the 5 stages, which I don't want to go into now. Recovery of knowledge economy, that's transformation.
Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Timothy Nyangweso with UBC. My question is the number, you both showed that the numbers between 0 and 18 is 50 to 22%. In the next Chisanja, we're going to have about a boom of young people, 49%. What is the plan for those young people of a boom of 40%?
Olumusaada musamya oli otye?
Ndiyo, oli bulayi?
Ndi mulayi.
Abengo?
Abengo balayi. We are speaking our language, which these people don't understand. The answer to your question is what we have told you, and I would like anybody who has got contrary opinion to oppose it. We have told you repeatedly that the answer for all Ugandans for livelihood are the 4 sectors. Nyangwe Sowuri de Munange, sectors enya, obubondo, obuna, anampakanya aveyo to wakane. There is no other way except the 4 sectors. Sector 1, commercial agriculture with the Chivaro. If you have got land, if you want to get out of poverty, route number 1 to get out of poverty is to engage in commercial agriculture with the Chivaro. And we have told you repeatedly how that should be. Sector 2, manufacturing and artisanship. That is the second sector. Third sector, transport, rumor mongering like you people here. Somebody lives by rumor mongering. This is a service. Nyangweso is picking rumors from here, taking them around that he's informing us. Most of the time he's misinforming us. But we pay you. That Nyangweso is paid for Oksakama Uri. Oksakama Uri no bulimba byonna nasaka netumusasula. Services, Sector 3. Sector 4, there is, for instance, a sector known as, an activity known as BPOs, business or an accountant, and he gets assignment from Canada, a company in Canada. They send you their books here. You arrange them properly as an accountant should do, and you send them back and they pay you. So this is the fourth sector. ICT, number 1, services, number 2, manufacturing and artisanship, number 3, commercial agriculture, number 4. There is no other way. If anybody tells you there's another way, if there's anybody who knows another sector, I have forgotten. Of course, there is government service, public service, but it is also a service. That is also a service. But the problem, all of them, soldiers, policemen, spies, rumor mongers working for the government, 46 million. How can the government be a solution? It's not a solution. That's 5 million people. That is almost 3 times compared to what the government is employing. 3.6 million. But I have told you, I've given the example of Nyakana or Fort Portal, who is using 1 acre in commercial agriculture with the Chivaro. 1 acre, 7 million of them. If each one employed 15 people, we would create 105 million jobs. More jobs than all the Ugandans, which the Japanese are not doing. They don't have enough people to do those jobs. Here we can do it here. If you listen to our message, the 4 sectors, I challenge anybody in Uganda, abroad, or wherever, tell me the other sector which I have forgotten. And wherever the sector, you tell me. Challenge, bring it up. So, person, don't you see me here? Young people. We have seen young people since time immemorial. I am a former young person. So please, when you find our children going to Dubai, what are you going to do in Dubai? The Dubais can have. We've got everything here. And now there's something UN is going on. Fortunately, I've got my young people. Okay, how many remaining? He has been around for some time, rumor mongering.
Kibuuzo kyange kiri abasawo ku muwendo gw'abasawo gwe tulina mutono ddala naddala basawo abalabye nnyini incubators eziteekebwamu abaana bano nga bakazaalibwa tuyina ntono naddala mu government facilities mu kino ekisanja eki.
To explain it well, I may have to use English. Narongo will have to forgive me.
It's okay, Mr. President.
Because the NRM health plan is, that's why we started with prevention, but sub-county have a health center 3 there. That health center, you show me an NRM child who is lame because of polio. Obulabe byonna bya Narongo biri awo. Tewali mulema because of the immunization. And this is just one element of prevention, just immunization. But the problem is that you don't listen to the message of the NRM. Suppose you added nutrition, added hygiene, and you added careful lifestyle. You don't go for alcohol, you don't go for umaraya. How many diseases would remain? Because most of the diseases are covered. Now, the obstetrics you are talking about, if you go to the health center 3, if you do antenatal, they call it antenatal, they would have seen your baby inside the. So, when we started, the health center 3 was supposed to be 1 per sub-county. At that time, we had like 2,000 sub-counties. I'm sure I have not checked. But if you check, you may find that all the... I will check it. And the reason we selected the sub-county is that it is because I know what a sub-county is. I know the ones of Ankole, I know the ones in Ruero here, like Semuto. Gobakuzarawa Nalongo.
Masaka Sera.
Masaka sijimanyi bulungi abana buddu abo nabayita mbuyisi. Na Ruero jemanyi. If you take like Semuto sub-county, from Semuto to the boundary with Makurubita, just 2 miles, Maware. From there to the boundary, you could even walk. To the sub-county, you didn't even have to use means. But people don't concentrate on this. They don't listen. A lot of those problems could be avoided. But I have heard your statement about the premature and the incubators and all that. I will check. That one I don't want to talk about what I'm not sure about.
Thank you so much.
But I can tell you, if we use the prevention, you get rid of 70% of the sicknesses. Yeah. The last one.
His Excellency natusa report jewali nga nkugamba nti amalwaliro naddala ery'emukono Kayunga ne Namuganga Health Center 3 mulimu obuze bugamba nti mu ddwaliro ly'emukono General Hospital abakazi bazaalira wansi n'abazadde ku ssaawa 9 bwe zituuka ssaawa 10 kibakakatako kubagamba muveeyo ku bitanda mugende ebweru ne weekanga omwana eyazaddwa ng'ali mu mbeera ennungi ng'afunye ammonia kusinziira ku mpewo gy'aba afunye ebweru ne nkuleetera ripoota endala Kayunga General Hospital oxygen plants zaazikira kati tutemwaka mulamba n'ekitundu ne nkuleetera Namuganga Health Center 3 nti eddwaliro ddamba lirina abasawo 4 naye weekend tekola. His Excellency n'osuubiza nti ogenda kukikwatako naye since then ne kaakati tetudde n'amaanyi agazaala kimukakatako kumusindika mu operation bokusobola kweyolera omusimbi kyesitegeera onyo Mr. Excellency
simanyi oba amanyago ani
amanya nze mwesigwa David nga nkola ne Galaxy
siteera kwerabira but I don't remember very well but fortunately now totumye wetuukidde mwesigwa kati kubanga oba mpayirizo kubanga sibijjukira bulungi but mwesigwa you see what you are saying obutawuliriza mwesigwa sooka owulirize onakolagana nabanja oluvannyuma omujjuzo oguli mu district hospital mukono gyagamba is already a district problems to the health center 3 so that you have got less numbers. Omujjuzo ogo ebitanda was never listened to because how many people are giving birth in a sub-county? All the other people, they all come to Mukono. The number is bigger. So there's some issue of discipline. Hospital. Owomusuja, wechidukano, agenda mulago. Even when Bona, so the issue of discipline, I think also the leaders don't insist. Because if there was You count how many health centers I will check when I come in the afternoon on the rally. I will talk about it. How many health centers and how many were the old sub-counties?
They were less than 1,000.
Yeah, no, they were like 1,200.
Center 3. So if you add 1,500 health center 3s, then 2,030 health center 4s, that gives you 1,007.
And all of you, by giving you example of our time, was together time what they were calling a dispensary, what you can call is 25 miles from Tungamo where we were born, and it's 15 miles for 48. And we had only one health center, equivalent of one health center 3. Now, all those sub-counties have health centers. The ones over Wampara, Muizi, Bugamba. Biaranga can check for me later on. You tell me how many health center 3s are in Rampara. The old Rampara, which was Rampara Rahama. How many are there now? I know that should be going to the district hospital. Should be. We even provided for surgery at the health center 4. Surgery at health center 4, but they don't use it. Babuka, so they all come and.
Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Erios Namugambe. I work with Channel 44. I will also ask mine in Uganda.
Okay.
Echange chikwata ku byanjigiriza wayogedde ku byenjigiriza ebyobwerere bye wateekawo naddala mu masomero aga primary naye mangi ku masomero gano mu byalo eyewala abaana basomera wansi mu miti ate n'abasomesa ennaku zino babadde beekalakaasa nga tebasasulwa ssente bulungi netono ze balina obbasasula ate kino okulaba ng'ensonga eno egonjoolwa ate era mu byalo eyo amasomero agasinga tegali nnyo kumpi n'abayizi.
Primary schools do we have now? Government ones, if you know.
Primary schools run by government.
12,000.
12,000, yes, sir.
Olumuzukulu amanyago muzukulu abadani?
Erios Namugambe.
Na?
Namugambe.
Namugambe.
Yes.
Now, Namugambe, plani ye twatandika nayo yali okufuna essomero lya gavumenti va ku byalo hanga alimu okudiverting owuliriza ebyajjajja mwami. Parishes were like 5,000.
When we started the UPE, the parishes which had a primary school were 6,880. We now have 12,000 primary schools. So we have like doubled the number of...
No, but how many were the parishes?
I will check that.
Yes. For me, I think the parishes were about 5,000. So, I think by now...
We now have primary schools in 6,200 parishes.
But these are new ones.
Yeah, including...
The problem is, again, of tough because, come to the microphone, Namugambe. So, but we can check. And the plan was, make sure there is a government primary school per parish. Abana basobole okutambula n'ebigere bagende basome in our parish of Mama and myself, the one of Chikoni. We used to have one primary school somewhere there. Now there are like 4. But even if we maintained the old one, the one we had in that parish, children could have walked or cycled to the school and go back and study. I think the density, because what we're talking about is the density. The density of the schools is not enough. Kati abana abasomesa okubasasula, we are paying them better than the private schools. Do you know that? Emisala gye banyoma your government. I think Mama would want to say something on that. Do you remember anything? She will check, but the Misara, how will they pay? They pay which these people,
Mzee, most of the teachers in the art schools are not even paid in the private schools. The has not been even the amount they are earning. They are only saying you have given so and so, the science much more. So we also want to take what you've given the other party. So, but Mzee, yes, in the primary schools for private.
How much are they paid?
Around.
Guno omusala gwaffe gwe banyooma gusingira ddala kye basasula mu private schools. And regards, it is because we want your economy to develop. In order for the economy to develop, need electrical engineers. The hospitals need doctors, extension workers, scientists. So that's why we said, yes, I am a person of arts, literature, I can't help you. So we are saying, Banangi, let's start with the scientists because they are fewer, but they are needed immediately. Later on, we shall go to the arts. For them, they say, no, if we all don't get, nobody gets. Now, that's what. In the bush, we had no food. I keep telling you this. But if there was a little food, we would give it to this. I am a commander, I am senior to you, but you get more food because we need you now. Nabanja. Banyonyere kukya ensasula y'abasomesa aba arts mu government schools and the private ones. Ate yagala mu Luganda kubanga Oluganda olusinga olwange.
Oweekitiibwa President, mu government kakati mu private schools bafuna emitwalo okuva ku mitwalo 2, abamu bafuna na 10. Waliwo abasomesa okusinziira ku budde bwe bamaze nga basomesa. Abasomesa oluusi okutuuka ku million aba private. Mukama wange President watulagira ako sikituufu nti tetwongezangako. Ate noddamu n'olagira juuzi emabegako mu 2024 abo twabakozeeko omwaka guno, ate omwaka oguddako 2026-2027 watugamba aba arts bwe bati bwe bali, ate nga tujja kubongeza kubanga kyolagira tewali akiddamu.
So that's why we cannot they should go back to work. Myaka gino gyonna myaka 5 nze ndwana tebansasula olusi bwe bansasula salary I earn. Do you know Namugambe? They pay me 3.6 million. Mama wana nasigaza ku account ye 2.7 million. Nagani abakozi ba government abawansi bakyafuna ntono. Building our country and then siafi. Sikukayanira ebitaliwo. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and thank you to everybody.
So Julius Mchunguzi has dismissed us.
Julius Mchunguzi, on behalf of the Commission, thanks you for coming.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Huh? No, what's in there?
Good, how are you? Good to see you.